Really? Really? Yes, Max has started. All right. Wow.
Is there anything going on in the fashion world that you're excited about?
Oh gosh, that's a tough question because I definitely don't feel like I'm as updated and relevant as I need to be.
Do you consider yourself a fashion model?
Probably not. Actually, I don't know.
When you go to the store to buy shit, what's your decision-making process?
I mostly, first of all, give most of my stuff thrifted. So it's usually, you'll rarely find me like buying stuff full price. But when I'm thrift shopping, it's a whole different ballgame because nothing's organized. And I'm looking for patterns that stand out to me, to textures that are different. I did feel like definitely in this past year, I've progressed my style and like gotten more confident in sort of dressing the way I like to dress more instead of like dressing what I thought I was supposed to dress like. And that also translates to the stuff that I wear in my shoots because a lot of times I'm styling myself. And so making the selections, thinking about what colors look good on my skin tone, what textures will look with this texture, because I know that stuff really matters to the camera as well.
How do you compare a shoot where there's a stylist versus where you have to dress yourself and bring your own wardrobe?
I always say that like if I'm working on a shoot and there's a hairstylist and a makeup artist and like everything is that those aspects of my job are taken care of by another professional who's made to do that, it's just like more than 50% of the work is off for me. And I love it because I get to focus on what I'm there to do, which is just to model. Like when I can just show up and model, that's like the perfect scenario. But I don't mind styling and doing my own makeup and my hair, and that has caused me to get better at things that I wasn't so good at before. And I always had a passion for styling and that kind of stuff. And when I'm choosing stuff for shoots, like I said, like really, I'll like go back and look at the reference photos and look at the photographer's page like 10 times to see like what kind of vibe they're going for, what aesthetic they sent me, and like what do I have that kind of will resemble that. And you'll be surprised how many uses I can get out of the same item of clothing, which that saves me a lot of the time because I shoot as much as I do. And I already have too many clothes.
Do photographers send you mood boards?
Sometimes. I'll get mood boards probably like 15% of the time. Majority no. But it's so nice when they do because that gives me less than, oh, we're going to go for this one photo. And no, let's go for this mood or a vibe. And that opens the doors to so many other things that we can do with what we're trying to accomplish. So I definitely prefer a mood board. How do you feel about like mood boards and stuff? Have you ever sent one, or do you ever bother with that? Or
I would imagine creating it, sending it to her, and then she would show up with some totally different thing, and so my expectations would have been raised.
Gotcha.
So I don't micromanage.
Yeah.
I just
you trust the process.
Yeah, it's like bad service at a restaurant. I just don't go back. Like if you screw up once, I just don't book you again.
Let it be known, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's all on you.
It's all on us.
You make the decisions. You show up. If your choices are bad, I don't want to work with you.
Yeah. So it's like.
No, I'm kidding. It seems like it would be a good idea to do a mood board. I guess I wouldn't know what your clothes are, and like if you look at the mood board and you're like, well, I don't have anything like this.
Yeah, and that's what's hard because photographers will be like, I want to go for this exact photo, or like I want to go for this vibe and stuff, and I'm like, I don't really know, but like I can't show them everything in my closet, and they can just handpick what they want. And so it's
sometimes
always that.
I'll message and say like, here are a couple things I'm looking for, and if you need to go to the thrift store, get it off Amazon, here's the budget, let me know. And like, we've got so many weeks. And
that's already nicer than most. So that's definitely appreciative. But finding the line of, because there's some photographers who will be, I've worked with photographers who will be so nitpicky about the outfit to a point where I'm on my end, like, dude, just go and buy the outfit for me. I'll wear it. Like, if you really are going for that specific of a look. Because sometimes they're just saying no to everything I'm showing them. And I'm like, obviously you have something in mind. And they're not articulate enough to tell me like exactly what it is. And so it's always helpful when you have like, if you're wanting a style specifically, a stylist is always the way to go because they're going to accomplish that much better than the model or the photographer could.
I don't know how many of the photographers will take a painter and try to go out and this is the thing I'm going to try to do more of is like show where I get the inspiration, because the end result may have almost nothing to do with what the inspiration was, but you know, this is the mood board that I sent the model, and here's what the finished product was.
Right. Yeah, I like that too, how it translates. And yeah, I'm using these 3 photos as inspiration, but in the end, like our collaboration is what we kind of created on our own together, you know? And I think that's beautiful. I love that. Anything else needed? Oh. This is the content that we created.